Jamek is located at the muddy confluence between Klang River and Gombak River in the heart of Kuala Lumpur. It was from here that Kuala Lumpur developed and the city derived its name from the muddy river mouth. Masjid Jamek is also known as the Friday Mosque by the locals. It is one of the oldest mosques in Kuala Lumpur and it served as the main mosque of Kuala Lumpur until the national mosque, Masjid Negara, was officially opened to the public in 1965. Looking back into the history, the triangular piece of land was actually used to be the first official Muslim cemetery in Kuala Lumpur, which then have been relocated to Ampang when the mosque was built. Masjid Jamek was constructed in 1908 and the groundbreaking ceremony was officiated by the then Duli Yang Maha Mulia Sultan Selangor, Sultan Alauddin Sulaiman Shah on the 23rd of March 1909. The graceful mosque was designed in Moorish and Mughal architecture style by Arthur Benison Herbach, the assistant architect of the Federal Public Work Department. Herbach was also one of the principal British designers of many notable buildings at the time. It was said that Masjid Jamek was built in order to replace the earlier Java Street Mosque nearby, which was then demolished for the purpose of widening the streets. Besides, Masjid Jamek was built nearby to the Bangunan Abdul Samad because the British administration at the time wishes to provide a place of worship for the Muslim civil servants so that they can perform their prayers with ease. The mosque construction took about 9 months to complete at a total cost of Straits dollar 33,538.25. The sum was contributed by a number of people, including the Sultan of Selangor, the British administration, several individuals, and collection by the Malay members of the State Council. Today, Masjid Jamek has been renamed to Masjid Jamek Sultan Abdul Samad by the Sultan of Selangor, Sultan Sharafuddin Idris Shah, on the 23rd of June 2017.
In 1820, a lot of Malays, majority Sumatras, crossed the Malacca Strait to hide the jungle to explore their new life. They fled along the Klang River and settled down at Petaling. It was near the city centre. Besides that, some Malays settled down at Kampong Haji Abdullah Hukum, which near Jalan Bangsa and the city centre. At that time, the Malays who are Muslim often congregate to worship in a small mosque. But due to the road widen project, the mosque is forced to dismantle. Then, the Malay community decided to build a mosque that is large and can suit the growing population.
The architecture design of Masjid Jamek. Masjid Jamek is a place such that the mosque with its mihrab facing towards Mecca. At the corners, there are two red and white striped minarets with 26.8 meter or 88 feet high, identical in design with chhatris on the top. Chhatris is an umbrella-shaped cupola, usually domed and open-sided. There are a large number of small chhatris on top of entrances and corners of the Masjid Jamek. Masjid uses striking red brick. Also, the marble building is inspired by the Mughal and North Indian Islamic architecture. For Masjid Jamek, the shape of windows in praying hall is combination of half circle and rectangle. The windows itself using frosted glass with geometrical wooden frame on the glass. There are 3 double doors located at the main prayer hall. The mosque has 3 domes, the largest of which reach 21.3 meters. Or 70 feet in height. The prayer hall is located beneath the domes. There is a round shape of stairs outside of the Masjid Jamek that assist people from the river to go to the mosque.
There are several materials used for the construction of Masjid Jamek. The materials used includes concrete, timber, glass, metals, bricks, steel, and various types of tiles. Masjid Jamek used concrete in most of the building elements such as the floors at the main prayer hall and also other structural members. For example, the columns, mini minarets, and walls that usually be layered with a cement plaster for finishing touch. Cement is a construction material that was used by mixing it with other materials and water to produce a stronger material which is concrete. It is strong, less dense, and fire resistant. Next, timber is used in Masjid Jamek as frames for columns, dome, and windows. The mimbars and the stairs was also built entirely out of timber. Timber refers to trees that have been harvested which retains their bark for aesthetic purposes. Timber is used because they are hard enough to resist decay and strong enough to support heavy structural loads. Besides, Masjid Jamek also used glass in its building elements such as the frosted glass as the windows at the main prayer hall. Glass is a versatile material especially when it comes to the decoration and ornaments. Glass is often used due to their transparency, heat resistance, pressure and breakage resistance, and chemical resistant properties. Next, Masjid Jamek also use metal for roofing, reinforcement bars, stairs and windows. Metals are solid and opaque materials and they are widely used in construction industry due to their durability and strength. Furthermore, Masjid Jamek also widely use bricks in their constructions. The wall at the main prayer hall and all the minaret surroundings are arranged with bricks in English bond to form the shape of the buildings. Bricks is a versatile building material that has a long history of use dated back thousands of years ago. It is a durable material that has high compressive strength, making it suitable for use in construction. Lastly, Masjid Jamek uses ceramic for wall tiles, terrazzo for floor tiles, and clay for the roofing tiles. Tiles can be made from almost any hard substance including marble, clay, slag, metal, ceramic, stone or glass that used to cover surfaces such as walls, floors and roof. All these materials are used due to their high durability properties which makes them last longer than any other materials.
The iconic Masjid Jamek has undergone a few renovation and repair works due to some reasons. The oldest mosque in Kuala Lumpur, that can be known as the Friday Mosque, was built on a triangular piece of land in 1909 that was a historical event to be cherished. Then, the time flies faster until the 70th year of its service of being the prime mosque in KL, and extension works has been initiated by the government. It is because of the emerging population growth in Kuala Lumpur due to the business and mine industry. In 1983, the extension works began and monitored by the local architect firm and finished its process in 1984. The whole extension works require a big value of 4 million ringgit, but it was worth the outcome as the mosque has raised its aesthetic value by the addition of dainty lightings and carpeting that welcomes the worshippers to perform their prayer in a decent place. Then, 10 years after the extension works, an unfortunate event has occurred, but luck was being on our side that there were no fatal accidents. Due to the heavy rainfall, one of the domes has collapsed that requires another series of repair works to begin in January 1994 that cost 1.3 million ringgit, which was needed for building and strengthening the structure of the domes. Finally, the most recent renovation works took place in November 2012 to bring the Masjid Jamek to its former glory by doing a major upgrade on the facade and included a brand new public gallery that will be featuring the old manuscripts and books that is related to the mosque itself. The whole renovation works cost 6 million ringgit that is part of the 4 billion ringgit of the government's River of Life project to make Kuala Lumpur a greater place for tourism purposes.
Masjid Jamek is open from Saturday to Thursday, and there are 2 sessions, which is the morning sessions will be from 10 AM to 12:30 PM, and the evening sessions will start from 2:30 to 4 PM. The entrance fee for Masjid Jamek is complimentary. There are also Masjid tour guide who could assist you. Masjid Jamek is located between Jalan Raja and Jalan Tun Perak. There are a few nearby tourist attractions such as the Central Market, Sultan Abdul Samad Building and Datar Merdeka. What makes it best is that they are all in walking distance. Besides, you can reach there by using LRT. Stations of Masjid Jamek is lie on the Kelana Jaya line. Besides, you can reach there by choosing hop on hop off bus and the price is affordable. This service could bring you to almost all the destinations in Kuala Lumpur, and Masjid Jamek is at the station 22nd. Lastly, Masjid Jamek welcome every one of you to come for visit.